1450 AM and W272EK 102.3 FM, licensed to New Bern, North Carolina. News, information, community awareness, education. The Mary Perkins-Williams Show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. I do not have a guest. I wanted to have a senior who's almost 100, but that didn't happen. So today I'm going to share with you a lot of events because the last couple of times I don't think I shared them with you. And we have Labor Day coming up. The first thing I wanted to share was this calendar for Pitt County schools. Open house starts Lord, I'm way out. August the 20th, 2026. Now, if you know, this is Awesome Radio. Mary Perkins-Williams on Awesome Radio Network. WECU, or the call letters, 1570 on the AM dial and 107.5 on the FM dial. Area townships should be able to pick us up. New Bern, Rocky Mount, Winterville, and all about should be able to bring the signal in. This radio station is proudly owned. It's a woman-owned network, and it is a nonprofit. And you know what a network is, that it consists of more than one medium. So today, I want you to know that we are already fired up with Facebook and all of those social medias with this station, Facebook, TikTok, and most of your popular ones. Please take note that East Carolina University faculty and staff are back at the home of their academic setting, which is Greenville, Pitt County, and surrounding areas. So when you leave home, make sure you don't leave too early for those people who are trying to get to work, or when you are going to get out in the afternoon. Know that lunchtime starts sometimes at 11:30 and goes to 2:30. The university has not announced its population as of yet, but it has been as many as 40,000 young people who are getting education, or 40,000 enrollees. East Carolina brings a lot of wealth into Pitt County and the surrounding areas. I know the parents was bringing their children to help them find a place to live, freshmen, and a place to settle, and assist them with settling in a new residence away from home. Parents don't lose their status as being parents. Your children are your children for life. Some tend to wean themselves early, some do not, and some remain forever, depending on the situation. Good morning to the seniors. I am Mary Perkins-Williams, and I'd like to share with you news, community information, education, and have you aware of what's happening in the area. And today, that will be a lot of information. So I'd like for you to get your pad and pencil. I may mention something that you would like to be a part of, and I certainly hope you consider those Make sure you get out of town. When you sit home, I call it rust away. You don't do anything, and your bones lose their desire to be active. So let's find something to do, seniors. You have experience that you can share as a volunteer. You have knowledge that you can share as a senior. And you have wisdom. And wisdom is hard to find in the younger set because they haven't been here long. So let's start sharing what we have to make Pitt County a wonderful and most inclusive way of living. Share some of the things that you know that are spiritual in mind, soul, and body. Do unto others as you will have them to do unto you. So you won't be mean and ugly and hateful. So you don't want them to be that way to you, so we're going to be that way to other people. Kind, generous, caring, respectful, responsible, and understanding. The first thing, not only is East Carolina University back in session, I think it started Monday of this week. Schools, teachers are back, education is over. Vacation is over. Some of them stay on vacation forever, but we get down to business of learning right here in Pitt County. Open house for Pitt County schools. August the 20th, 2026 is the time that the Pitt County School Board has set for open house. Open house is a way to meet the teachers, your student, your children at home, introduce yourself, share with them how to reach you, information, let them know that you are concerned with your child's life, and as an educator, you are concerned about what they gain. One thing, the open house is staggered. Grades K through 5, if your child is in a K through, or your grandchild, or the person that you have charge of your life, because foster care parents need to know that grades K through 5 is at certain schools. So as you learn your loving care for foster care children that we have responsible of, then you need to pick up some materials on the school, what the school day is like, what the rules are, so that you can be reminded as to the changing that the school has made. K through 5 open house is from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. Open house for K through 5 schools only is from 4 p.m. They start a little earlier, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Grades K, which is kindergarten, K stands for kindergarten. There are schools that start at kindergarten through 8th grade. The primary school is from K through 5, and the elementary school is from K, kindergarten, through 8th grade. And that school open house starts an hour later than primary. So it's from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if you have two form of small children in the home, you can start out with the kindergarten through fifth grade first and spend an hour at that and go on to its kindergarten through eighth grade. It starts at 5 o'clock, which is 1 hour earlier. So you can give an hour to your kindergarten child if you are at a primary school. Kindergarten through eighth grade is elementary, and that open house is from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Grades 6 through 8, and this is called middle school. Grades 6 through 8, that's starting at grade 6 to grade 8, and it starts middle school. There are schools designated in middle grade schools. That open house starts at 5 p.m. and goes to 7 p.m. 5 p.m. and goes until 7 p.m. So if you have multiple schools in your household that you must get to, you must stagger your time, get your high school student to help you with the little ones, because grades 9 through 12 is known as the high school age students. Grades 9 through 12, high school, and 6 o'clock p.m. is when the high school student has open house. And they do a little rotation at high school normally, and they change grades. So you might want to come up with a way of keeping up with their youth. I have a lot of announcements on what's happening in Pitt County. Some I will talk about more than once, but the school children are important. So make sure you get one of the policies books about the school when you go there. I'm sure the school will have plenty of them that you have for yourself, so you know when that child is taking something to school that should not be in school. Read those manuals for your child's school. I was at a meeting last night. You know that Mary Perkins-Williams is the county commissioner elected by District 2, the area north of the Tar River. I serve on more boards as that commissioner, as I represent that district on the Pitt County Board of County Commissioners. We had a Human Relations Commissioner meeting last night, a Human Relations Commissioner meeting. And I'm going to talk about that Human Relation Board and what it's about, and make sure you understand, because there are a lot of different things that Human Relations Commission Board can access. Some of the 10 municipalities, incorporated areas in Pitt County, 10 of those, have their own Human Relation Council in there to handle those things that evolves around various human activities and meaning of living in a particular incorporated area. Those of you who do not have or do not have a city where you live, and you live in a heavily populated area that's unincorporated areas, and those are townships. So you don't have a governing board that you have to support and pay taxes to, such as, let's see, can I name one? Stokes does not have Stokes and Carolina townships do not have a governing body. Belvoir does not have a governing body. Um, I can't think of another one, but I'm sure it would come to me. Uh, Between um, living in a non incorporated area, those are townships. So you need to be cognizant of the fact that the school buses travel and pick up the children. So learn what the rules are as it relates to school bus traveling. Some parents prefer to drive their children to school. So if you do that, there is an entrance for those children who have to go to school by being bused or carried or provided transportation by the parents of those children. Leave in plenty of enough time so that you won't be late and you can be slow in getting to school's area. Slow down when you're near a school. You never know when a child is jumping out somewhere and has caught their own ride because they've decided that they are old enough to make some decisions of their own. Excuse me. We are Awesome Radio Network, a nonprofit providing media services in the area of Pitt County government and for the areas around as it does for Pitt County residents, businesses, and corporations. The calendar. The community of faith has an organization or they get together, and there was an announcement as it relates to the community of faith. But let me give you the date of the first day of school, no matter what the grade is, from kindergarten through 12th grade. The first day of school is August the 24th, August the 24th, 2026. School opens early. The teachers, I think, get there early, like 7:30, depending on whether or not they have children of their own in school. So those of you who are retired or you're seniors, you could call the local school office where you live and offer your time as to when and inquire when they need a volunteer. And they may ask you some questions as to what your expertise is, if you're a former teacher, how you can help out and talk with you. Or if they have a coordinator of volunteers at the school, they will tell you who that person is. And that volunteer coordinator at the school will tell you what kind of assistance they will need. Now, the principal may not have a coordinator, a volunteer, and that principal may say, that's a good idea. Would you like to be a volunteer? And I'm sure they have guidelines for you. I have 1 minute to go before this is over, and we will get some of the announcements and the promotions for the Awesome Radio Network. I will be back in a few minutes for this segment of the announcements and promotions of Awesome Radio Network right here on 1570 on the AM dial, 107.5 on the FM dial. Awesome Radio, the Mary Perkins-Williams Show. I look forward to your returning. Get your pads and pencil, and I will have other announcements to share with you. Good morning to all of you, And it's just pleasure to having you listening in on awesome radio, where joy is the spirit of Christian positive life. I love it. See you in a few minutes on the Mary Perkins-Williams Show. Thank you for joining us.
Do you have documents that need to be notarized? We provide notary services by appointment 252 756 3137.
Hello, this is C. Say Brown. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network.
Awesome radio. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Can you feel it? Awesome.
News, information, community awareness, education. The Mary Perkins-Williams Show.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back. I'm doing announcements. The faith community has something going on called the Blessing of the Badges. The Blessing of the Badges is provided to those people who are first responders, the first people to show up when you have needs. And sometimes it may be someone just riding past. So the Blessing of the Badges will be at Christian Church. The Christian Church located at 2810 2810 East 14th Street. And the Blessing of the Badges, prayer, faith, no matter what your faith, I'm sure it will cover all of them. It starts at 12:15 and will go until 1:30 on, I did not catch the date. The parents of public schools is seeking memberships. And I'm sure if you Google parents of public schools, you can find that information as to what their mission is and their purpose. Open house is the important thing for parents right now to get your child in school. There have been, we have an outstanding source of loving kindness and support, and that is Mr. Beast, because he has provided book bags with resources, and he has shared with us. And Mr. Beast, thank you so much for being in Pitt County and doing everything that you know possible for those areas that may not have resources to cover everything. You are appreciated, and as a member of the Pitt County Board of Commissioners and an individual who has one of the most economically deprived areas in the county, which is north of the Tar River, I'd like to say thank you so much for all that you do. And we appreciate everything you do, small, large, everything that you do, we thank you. The county open house for schools. School starts August the 24th. The buses will be on the road. Give them space, give them time. Some of the children are not that excited to get on the bus, and some of them are overly excited. So drivers should be careful how you treat this. Drivers should be careful how you treat this. So I'm giving you some tips. Open house for Pitt County Schools starts August the 20th at 4 p.m. And it continues through at the primary schools, 4 through 6:30. Elementary schools, 5 to 7:30, and these are all PMs. Grade schools, 6 to 8 p.m. 6 to 8 grade, that's grade schools, middle school, 5 to 7:30 p.m. And high schoolers are from 9 to 12, starts at 6 p.m. So open house is an important thing, and a teacher look forward to meeting you, look forward to sharing with you. They may have a list of those things that they like you to assist with them. I don't know. But the calendar goes on. What's happening in the calendar? There are a lot of activities going on, and one of them is the Northern Pitt County Improvement Association has a building in the park, building a park for our community. The Northern Pitt County is sponsoring a building, a park for our community, volunteer position. Let's come together to clean, build, and celebrate. We are building more than a park. We are building pride, unity, and a stronger future for our community. Get involved, make an impact, leave a legacy. The Northern Pitt County Improvement Association is located at 2197 Old River Road, and the park that they are building is 1631 Old River Road, and the date of the cleanup day to get that park ready to be cleaned up is September the 5th through the 7th. That's Labor Day weekend. 3 days. 3 days. Saturday is the cleanup day where we need all the help we can get to clean up the unwanted growth of vegetation. And Sunday we want to complete that, get everything back and make it neat. Once we cut it all down, clean it all up, straighten it out, and that can be in the afternoon after church service. And we can, the board will be there to assist you, and that's on Sunday. Monday is celebration day, where they would have a grill and thank the volunteers who came out. We'll have sign-up sheets on Saturday when we start. We have machines that will be on it, and you will get your assignment as to what we need done. And at the bottom of this flyer says, we're making sure I don't run in over time, bring gloves, bring your energy, and bring a friend to this cleanup day, where as the Northern Pitt County build a park that we can be proud of. So bring your tools, rakes, maybe a bucket, maybe a wheelchair if you have a bag, just some way so you can do some work. You may not be able to give all day. You can say, I can do it. You can call 252-751-6686, 252-751-6686, and tell them when, or just leave a message if they're not there. I don't think they're there right now because we are having air condition problems. When, leave a message as to who you are, your name, telephone number, and what time you can give from Saturday, September 5th through the 7th, which is celebration day. Now, don't come and celebrate and you haven't cleaned. We want you to come and help. Call 252-751-6686. The school needs assistance. The community needs assistance. And I want to share with you at our next segment information about the Human Relation Commission. It will be coming up, and I'll share with you. It's a new board that the Pitt County government has set aside to assist them with the human relations area. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio. I will be back in 50 seconds to share with you more information and more things happening in Pitt County as your station as the place to be tuned in. 1570 on the AM dial and 107 on the FM dial. We like to hear you. If you want to have an announcement, all you got to do is send it in, and I'm sure we'll be happy to get it to you. Thank you so much. The number to call is 252-756-2008. Awesome Radio is the place to be, supportive, involved, and exciting to have you. See you soon.
Small Business Workshop, Empowering Faith-Driven Entrepreneurs, Saturday, August 22nd, from 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon, with host speaker Apostle Dr. Valeria McLeod. A Touch of God's Presence Ministries, 1300 Dickinson Avenue, Greenville. To register for this workshop and for more information, contact 252-427-2892 or 252-695-9007. Mark your calendars and be sure to attend this powerful small business workshop, Empowering Faith-Driven Entrepreneurs, Saturday, August 22nd, 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 noon at A Touch of God's Presence Ministries, 1300 Dickinson Avenue, Greenville. Host speaker, Apostle Dr. Valeria McLeod.
Hello, this is Cheryl Davis. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network.
Awesome Radio. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Can you feel it? Awesome. Awesome.
News, information, community awareness, education. The Mary Perkins-Williams Show.
Hey, y'all, we're back. And as you know, that Awesome Radio has music that it plays. Awesome Radio. And then my head was just going because it sounds so good. And we need to have some energy in the morning, you know. And I just love it. Awesome Radio. So that's what I was doing for you to be entertained and know that I'm alive and in person on Awesome Radio. Now, we're going to talk about what's happening in the community. Building of Hope. The date for that is September the 27th, August the 27th, and September the 27th. Now, these are some announcements that was in my computer. So I want you to know we are happy to have you support. Get out of the chair. Get up and move around. The Human Relations Council. I serve on that board. It's a new board, one of the newest one added to Pitt County government. And if you look at our board meeting on Monday night, on last Monday night, we had a board meeting. We introduced a new logo. I thought it was cute. It is definitely colorful, and it shows talent for Pitt County government media person, Dawn. Dawn handles the media for the Pitt County government. She does the media stuff. Oh Lord, it does. That's a lot of stuff. You are a media person, and there is a media staff that they can come and that they can assist media people when they come. Our meetings, the Pitt County government meetings are televised, and it's good to have you tune in so that you can know what your local government has planned and is planning for you as a taxpayer, because that's what make it works. The county government, most in North Carolina, the calendar year is not January through December. The calendar year, that's the country's calendar. Many organizations have different calendar year because they have to do budgets and set up and plan. But the county's calendar year starts with July 1st, and it runs to July the 1st, the year that you're in, and it runs through June of the coming year. So it starts July the 1st at the year it is, and it runs through June 30th, the coming year. So the Pitt County government calendar year is in its second month for its calendar year, which is this is August. And it will go from here into June 30th, 2027. 2027. Now, on our website, this is a good time to let you know about our website. It has, it is Pitt County. I want to see it and do it right. You Google Pitt County government, and it'll pop up. I have my telephone cut off, so because it'll ring, and I don't want to do it while I'm on the air. But you Google Pitt County government, and it will come in, and it will say more than one thing, so you can tap on Pitt County government, and it'll send you to the home page. There you will see pictures. You might see the manager of the county. Every municipality has a manager, and that manager has information, and that manager manages the business of that governmental entity when the board is not in session. Board members are in session, then the manager is there to receive ideas and hear the approvals and vote on the changes and the discussions for the thoughts throughout the community, because the Pitt County government has people who are elected throughout Pitt County. And Pitt County has a very large land mass. It's one of the largest land mass in the eastern part of North Carolina. And east of North Carolina is the area east of Interstate I-95. So if you are new to Pitt County, next time I'm on air, I will be doing a welcome show, talking about what you can find in Pitt County, sharing with you where you can go in Pitt County. So right now, I know the students are getting involved in their classes and getting to know that. But Awesome Radio, I'm on at 10 o'clock every morning on Wednesday. Every Wednesday morning. Don't think I'm going to be here every day. Absolutely not. I have other things that I must do. But I want to welcome you to Pitt County and welcome you to Awesome Radio Talents. I am looking forward to all that you bring to us, and I'm looking forward to having you here, and I'm looking forward to make sure I don't get run over, because you're looking one way as you drive. You're unfamiliar with the area, so pay attention to your driving. That's important. Be careful. Don't speed. Some people are driving slow because they don't know where to go, and the GPS is confused. Yes, I know it exists. So, Human Relations Commission. Pitt County government has a Human Relations Commission, and it was updated on January 11, 2021. The service area, the membership shall be appointed by the Pitt County Board of Commissioners. In other words, the board has created the members that will be serving the people where it resides, working or present for Pitt County. The office is located at Pitt County government right now. Pitt County government is located at 1717 West 5th Street. If you want to volunteer, if you want to apply for a job, the Pitt County government is located at 1717 West 5th Street, Greenville, North Carolina. Now, if you're not familiar and you get on and you come into Pitt County from out of town, out of state, out of wherever, out of the sky, land on 5th Street and go west on 5th Street, your GPS will direct you to 1717 West 5th Street, and you will find a building that looks like an old hospital, because that's what it is. That's where the local government is for Pitt County government, and you can go up there. They have a parking lot on the People's Way. That's the name of that street right next to that building, recently named. And then there is another parking lot in front of the building, and you can go in the front door. Weapons are not allowed in government buildings here in Pitt County, so please be mindful of that. You go in and you will need to be accessed, or you have to push buttons to get in a place, because we are living in a different time, and I'm sure you're familiar with how it's done in your town, and we are locked down. Here is the mission and purpose, as well as the objective for the duties and authorization of the Human Relations Commission. The commission mission. It shall be the mission of the HRC, Human Relations Commission, to promote inclusiveness, acceptance, and appreciation of all residents of Pitt County, whether you're visiting, come for a short period of time, come for a long period of time to stay. It is our mission to promote inclusiveness and acceptance, as well as appreciation of all human beings. That's section 1. Section 2, the function of the Pitt County government. You can look on the website and find these items: the function, powers, and duties. Study and recommend strategies for the prevention of potential human relations problems and crisis, and the promotion of good relations. Good relations. B, identify, study, and document areas of human need: housing, employment, education, transportation, etc., in the county, and recommend strategies for meeting those needs. So when you have an idea, we welcome you to bring them to 1717 with a sheet of paper. And I think I remember seeing something, suggestion box planted in that hallway. The front door, when you go in, is the personnel department. And I've seen a list of the job, a list of activities there. So when you visit, we make it quite easy for you, and we welcome you. The endeavor to make the Human Relations Commission itself a model of good human relations of work. Another one, D, prepare and substitute at least annually a report to the Pitt County Board of Commissioners. So we're not out there told what to do. We got to prepare a report. Cooperate with the state, federal, and local governmental agencies. This is what the Human Relations Council does. I'm not reading everything on it. I'm telling you that this commission has a lot of responsibility and functions and duties. And the mission is included in A through M. That's a lot of things. You can advise the Pitt County Board of Commissions our recommended actions to aid and carry out the purpose of ordinance establishing Pitt County Human Relations Commission. You can promote and provide training workshops and community advancements. You can promote and provide education and equal housing opportunity. You can provide opportunities and meaningful discussions on human relations throughout our community. You can provide information and referrals relating to human relations issues. You can promote and provide training workshop for community advancement. See, and seniors, you think just because you're retired, there's nothing to do? This Human Relations Council would love to have you come and appear before it to share your thoughts, to share your knowledge of experience, to share what can be done to make life good. That is what the Human Relations Council does. We have a coordinator of Human Relations Council. She works part-time in the morning at 1717 West 5th Street. You can call her up, and you can call Pitt County Government Manager's Office, 252-902-2950. See, I slowed down because I know I was going a little fast for my seniors. And that person would transfer you to Human Relations Commission if you're interested or anything else. Now, let me tell you, we have 2 clerks to our manager. Those people are very busy, so be patient. We are starting our new year, so the computer may answer from time to time. Please go to the Pitt County Government website. Look at the boards. Print you off an interest to serve and be a part of government. Before you run, if you serve on a board, you will get an introduction as to how the county operates. And I'm asking you to volunteer to serve on the board. Every area on the board, every area of that list of boards, we look for people in various parts of our community so that we can have a balanced government. Your service to the board is important, and it needs to be a widespread board because there are different issues within Pitt County government, because living in Pitt County, if you're at the tip, you have to drive a long ways to get to 1717. If you're in the north, you have to drive at least 9 miles to get to 1717. If you're in the east, I don't even know how far you have to drive to get to 1717. But if you're in the west, I don't know how far you have to drive to get to 1717 West 5th Street. But you can get there for Pitt County government, and you can volunteer your time, because we would love to have your wisdom, your knowledge, and for you to share your expertise. And you may think of something that we have not thought of because you moved here from Timbuktu, if that's a place. You may have ideas that you can share with us because you moved here or came here or arrived here from Timbuktu. Timbuktu for me means any place where you once lived and you moved to another place. Timbuktu. I have a definition for everything, and I try my very best to be respectful of you and enjoy what I do so that I can be pleasant and inclusive to everyone, no matter who they may look like, what they may look like, what religion they may have, or what principle they may live by. Just learn to be respectful and accommodating. Now, that's Pitt County Human Relations Council, and that is a very large board. It has someone representing every municipality, all 10 of them. For the person who called me yesterday about an issue relating to parking, and their car was towed in the parking lot where they live in Winterville. I suggested to him to start handling that matter by creating a trail at your local county council, and that is the county government, Winterville. So we have 1 minute to go, and for any issue, if you live in an incorporated area, you should start with that local government, and then you spread out to the broader. This is Awesome Radio Network, a minority-owned woman network of WECU 1570 on the AM dial and 107.5 on the FM dial. We like having you come again. The number to call when you're here is 252-756-2008. I look forward to hearing from you, and I like having you to visit with us. Thank you so much for being here, to being one of our great listeners, and we look forward to hearing from you in the future. This is the Mary Perkins-Williams Show. See you next Wednesday.